All right, we are coming here live from Baihei Arena and starting a little early. There's still about 8 minutes before we actually do the opening tip. I'm joined here by Thomas Heaston, who is one of our extraordinary television and radio broadcast students here. We got a chance to talk to Coach Andrews and some of the players about what tonight's game and what the season's been about. So we're going to go ahead and cut to that right now. Okay, this is Mr. T. Bailey of Legends Sports. I'm here with head basketball coach at Northside, Coach Gary Andrews. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
So you just came off of a close win, an emotional win on a defensive stop against Kokomo on Saturday. What was that like?
I mean, I was proud of the kids. You know, we played great against Lures the night before and shot well, scored 91 points. I thought we were tired a little bit against Kokomo. We had a very talented team, 8 seniors, probably a little bit stronger and bigger than we were. And, we only had 7 turnovers. We didn't shoot great, but I thought, like you said, we kind of had to win it with our defense. And we found a way to win, and that's what I told the kids afterwards. I go, good teams find a way to win that game. Bad teams, they don't shoot well or something, they lose. But, even though we didn't shoot great, missed a free throw there at the end, we found a way to win. So I was proud of them.
Yeah, you guys really hung in there. So today you're facing off against a very good Churubusco team, and they've got a pretty good record, and they've even beaten some teams like Southside, so who are pretty athletic. So what can we expect tonight? What's going to be the keys to victory?
Well, the key is we really got to contain Paul, the point guard. He's very good. He's averaging 23, 24 a game. The Jordan kid, the 6'9" center, very, very athletic, averaging about 20. Then they have number 11, who's averaging about 16. So they have 3 really, really good players. The other kids, we think we can pressure and hopefully make them turn it over, but we got to really be able to shut down their big-time players. And they're going to play a lot of zones, so we got to move the ball quick and hit some outside shots because they want to plant Jordan underneath the basket and just try to try to block shots and average about 15, 20 rebounds a game is what he does. So.
Well, sounds like we got a good plan, a good matchup, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so we want to thank Coach Andrews for doing that. We also caught up with standout sophomore Brayshawn Bassett. All right, Mr. T. Bailey here, television radio broadcast teacher here at Northside High School, and I'm joined by Brayshawn Bassett. Thank you for coming up.
Yes, sir.
So you guys have put together a second half of a season that's been pretty impressive, getting a lot of wins and playing much better defense, taking care of the ball a little better. What do you think has been the secret of success from your perspective?
We all just locked in together, and we just focused, and we knew what we could do, and we just been doing it. We just got to live up to it. We got to play for our brothers before us. As you know, they were really good, so we just trying to get Northside back to how it used to be.
Well, and you know what, having watched the whole season progress, some of the mental errors and sometimes when we lost our composure earlier in the year, we're not doing that anymore. Right. I mean, that Bishop Dwenger game could have been a trap game if you think about it.
Right. We just know we if we calm down, we make the right plays, we're going to be all right.
Well, that said, you guys play a very tough Churubusco team. This is a very good team for Churubusco, and they've beaten Snyder and Southside this year. What do you think is going to be the key to victory today?
Just locking in and making sure we rebound the basketball and don't give them second chances for the big to score, and we knock down shots when they're needed and just run the offense like our coach tells us, and we'll be all right.
All right, well, I'm glad you came up, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, continuing along the same thread, we had a good talk with a standout junior, Rodney Woods, who does an awful lot for us. All right, once again, this is T. Bailey, TV, radio, and broadcast teacher here at Northside High School. I'm sitting here next to Rodney Woods. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
You have been like the Swiss Army knife of the Northside basketball team. When we've needed rebounds or we needed stops or we needed an outlet pass or an assist, or if we needed buckets, sometimes we got those from you too this year. What do you think has been the key to your success with this team?
It's just like my brothers, like they make everything easier on me. So, I don't really got to do too much this year. Last year I had to do everything because we wasn't really that good. But this year, we got everybody that can do something. So, I don't need to do that much. So I can just focus on one thing at a time. So, yeah.
So the pressure's off, so it's been a little bit easier as a result.
Yeah, just easier.
So tonight you're matched up against Churubusco, and they've won some big games against some of the bigger schools. They've beaten Southside and Snyder this year, and I've gotten a chance to watch them play on Summit City Sports a couple times. So they don't make a lot of mistakes. So what do you think is going to be the key to victory tonight for our game?
We just gonna have to protect the ball and box out on defense and just play hard. Just outplay them. Play good on defense. Just play Northside basketball.
Well, I appreciate you coming out tonight, and good luck. And go get them. If it ain't rough, it ain't right, right?
Yep. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yep.
So we're about to jump this up, but we have a few more minutes before the game starts. So we also got a chance to talk to a couple of seniors who've really put in their time here. First one I'm going to go to is Isaiah Moore. All right, once again, T. Bailey, the TV radio broadcast teacher here at Northside High School. I am joined by senior Isaiah Moore. Thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
So you came back from Alabama at winter break, and you're back playing for the Northside Legends, and really you fit in like a round peg. What's been the key to success for you?
We just kind of got our chemistry together and just started playing well together and picked up on the defensive end.
So with that said, you have a tough matchup against a pretty good Churubusco team. They've beaten some good teams and athletic teams in Snyder and Southside this year. With that said, what do you think is going to be the key to victory today?
We got a couple offensive sets to go up against the zone in, and hopefully we can knock down shots.
Yeah, the zone has given you fits all year, but when you guys are hitting shots, people leave the zone right away. So
yes, sir.
Good luck with that. All right, so now you're coming to your last home game as a senior. Senior year, last home game. What are you feeling right now?
I'm excited. Got to play hard. Try to get our last win of the season, regular season, then get prepared for sectionals.
Well, I appreciate you coming up, and good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so that was senior Isaiah Moore. You know what? Good people. We got good people here. Isaiah, I got to coach his me and my wife are the volleyball coaches here, and we got to coach his younger sister, and she's one of the nicest, smartest, and most coachable people that we've ever had. So we just want to appreciate it. We got good family people here. Last person we're going to show their interview is Ronald Collins, who's a senior, outstanding young man. All right, Mr. T. Bailey here with Northside Television Radio Broadcast. I am joined here by Ronald Collins. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
So let's not talk about basketball for a second. You have a promising collegiate career in getting a degree.
Yes, sir.
So what are you going to do next year?
Next year I'm going to St. Francis to study accounting, and I'm set up pretty well right now playing football, and with my grades and whatnot, I got a lot of money coming my way, so that should be pretty cool.
Well, that's great to hear. I know that when I had you in class, in that SAT prep class, your work was always top notch, so I'm glad that has continued and your trajectory continues upward. Well, now you're facing off against a Churubusco team tonight who has beaten some athletic opponents. They've beaten Snyder, they've beaten Southside, and they're pretty good, and their zone defense is kind of tough to attack. So what's going to be the key to victory from your perspective?
Our key to victory is just stopping their best players. They got about 3 players that are really, really good, and then there's a little bit of a drop off, but if we stop their 3 best players and we play good defense, I think it should be a pretty smooth night for us everywhere else.
Well, that said, we are into your senior year. We are at your last home basketball game, and obviously you put in a lot of time on the gridiron out there. So what's it feel like now that you're staring at the end of your high school home Legends career here?
Man, it's crazy. These 4 years went by fast. I played a lot of games in here, a lot of games out there on the field. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this moment and soak it all in, because this will be the last time I'm playing in here. So yeah, it's crazy.
I wish you luck next year, and thank you so much for coming up, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So we're gonna do the national anthem, and this guy's gonna start up. All right, so color commentary will be shared between me and Thomas Easton. It'll be mostly him.
Coming in at 6'1", a senior, number 4, Jackson Paul. Coming in at 5'7", a freshman, number 10, Drew Lee. At 6'1", a senior, number 11, Luke McClure. At 5'10", a freshman, number 12, Aiden White. And last for the Eagles, at 6'9", a senior, number 23, Landon Jordan. With head coach Chris Paul, assistant coaches Bruce Patterson, Shannon Beard, and Dave Davis. And now for your legends. First among the legends, at 6'1", a senior, number 0, Isaiah Moore. Followed behind him, a freshman at 6'4", number 3, Bronte Johnson. At 6'4", the sophomore, number 11, Jordan Green. At 6'2", a junior, number 12, Rodney Woods. And last among the legends, at 6'2", a junior, number 15, Ryan Collins. With the officials for this evening's game being Jared Adler, Casey Gaynor, and Bernard Weatherly. Have a legendary game.
Brought to you live straight from Baihei Arena. It's the varsity matchup between the Northside Legends and the Churubusco Eagles. Northside on a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep their pressure going. Churubusco have been on a 6-game winning streak. Two very, very good basketball teams here tonight. It should be a banger of a matchup. Northside led on the way by guard number 3, Bronte Johnson, the freshman, averaging 17 points a game this season. He has had a breakout freshman year and has been the leader of this Legends scoring offense. They're also led by forward Jordan Green, 13 points per game on 54% of his shots. And here we go, Churubusco winning the tip to start off tonight's matchup. Churubusco starting dribble around, back out to number 4. 11 sets the screen, 4. Finding someone to pass to, he goes back to 11. Tries to drive, passes out, 12 looking for some space. Gets into 4, who drives, back out, wide open. 4-3, number 11 of Churubusco. It won't go. It's rebounded by Northside, who goes in. Rodney Woods, my mistake, puts it up and it won't go. So it's coming back with Churubusco outside. Number 10, 4-3, wide open, and he drains it. So Churubusco will lead the offense start. Oh, and Northside puts a shot up. It looks like goaltending, but they won't call it. So Northside will get the ball back. Fans here not happy. Feel that the referees missed a call. Northside keeps possession. Looking at the inbound. Inside to Rodney Woods. And it's out of bounds. Off of the leg of number 23, Churubusco. It'll come back to Northside. Inbounded by Bronte Johnson. Back to Bronte Johnson. 4-3 from the left wing. It won't go. Rebounded by Northside, and it's in. That's Isaiah Moore putting it back in, giving the Legends their first offensive push of the evening. As Churubusco quickly gets inside, and they'll get the and one off of a great inside pass. It's number 23. And so he's going to look to make it a 3-point play from the line. And it will bounce in and out for Busco. Northside going to lead the fast break out to 15 for 3, and he bangs it in. Ryan Collins to tie the game at 5 here early in the first quarter by Baihei Arena. Churubusco taking it the other way. Number 10 kicks it out. He's looking, and it's blocked. Oh, but unable to keep, Johnson's unable to keep possession, and it'll go out of bounds off of his hand, and Churubusco will get possession. Looking outside, inbounded to number 12. And inside to 23, and he'll lay it in. And Johnson takes possession. Tiptoeing on the sidelines. And an air ball from mid-range by number 11 on north side. Churubusco takes it the other way. Churubusco, you're going to slow down the pace a little bit. Number 4 gets a drive with an open lane. And what a shot by number 4. Able to make a heavy contact shot. Here comes Johnson. Pass inside to Wood. And inside to Green. And the ball gets stuck. And so Northside will get the ball back. After Green gets the ball stuck. So the inbound is coming. It's Bronte Johnson with the ball. He isolates. He drives mid-range from the free throw line. It's blocked. And it's grabbed by number 11, Jordan Green, and put back in. And so Northside only down 2 here in the first quarter. And they're going to heavy it. And it's stolen. And Bronte Johnson with the dunk. And so we're back to a tie game here. 9-9. As Churubusco looks for the early drive. Behind the back pass is stolen. Johnson takes it up the court. And he gets it stripped as he goes for the layup. Number 4 is going to pass inside to 23. They lose possession though. Churubusco for 3, and it won't go. They grab their own board. Looking outside for 12, takes it, and it won't go either. And Northside will, Churubusco will get the foul call on Churubusco's number 10. And so Northside will get possession. Bronte Johnson is subbed out, and in comes Ronald Collins for Northside. Collins looking over, a risky pass for Isaiah Moore. He's looking to get inside, in to Rodney Woods, back out to Collins, and it won't go. And it's tipped out, and they're going to say Churubusco tips it. It'll be Northside basketball. When you talk about standout players, Isaiah Moore is definitely one of those players on this Northside team, as Northside takes that 3 and hits it. That's Ryan Collins on the 3. And he's another standout player for this Northside team. And they're going to call reaching on number 2, Ronald Collins, his first foul of the night. Churubusco slows it down the pace a little bit, trying to move the ball around. And Ronald Collins playing tight defense here on number 4. Methodical pace of this team. They're going to drive. Decides not to shoot, and it's stolen. Up the court goes Rodney Wood, takes it himself, and it won't go. But they will call the foul. And Rodney Woods will go to the line to shoot 2. As Legends lead here in the early goings, 12-9, with 3:20 left in the first quarter. Then Rodney Woods makes his first. Sub for Churubusco as they move the roster around. Woods take his second. And he sinks both. And so Northside up 14-9 here in the early goings. Churubusco looking to move the ball. Northside playing tight full court defense. Churubusco's number 11 out to 12. Top of the key 4, going to slow down the pace a little bit. Back to number 11. He's going to drive. He's looking for the step. It's going to miss. Rebounded by 23, and he's fouled on the way up. And it'll be an and one attempt. And it's fouled by Rodney Woods, his first, and Woods will come out, and in comes the freshman Bronte Johnson. There's still a lot of basketball to be played. Legends 14, and Churubusco will stay at 11 after the missed free throw. Down the court they come. Back to Johnson. Johnson dribbling. He's going to take the 3 with space, and it'll rim out. And another call against Ronald Collins.
Foul on number 2 is second, team's foul.
And that's Ronald Collins' second reaching foul of the game so far. And he is going to get the sub for it. In comes number 4, Brayshawn Bassett. And he has been a great player for this Northside team, 11 points per game from number 4. And a bad pass from Churubusco, and it'll come back to Northside. Northside looking to stay in control here. Bronte Johnson dribbles up court. Over to Ryan Collins. He takes a shot and it won't go. But Churubusco will foul. That's number 24 with his first foul of the evening. Northside will keep the ball. Inbounding is number 4, Brayshawn Bassett. And they're going to try and go over, and it won't go. And now they've got Churubusco's got a great fast break opportunity, and it'll be sunk by number 4. And over, and it's stolen.
Foul on number 3 is first,
And
team's 5th.
that's Bronte Johnson who will foul, and that's his first foul of the evening. Northside 5 fouls in this first quarter. They've had some trouble, and a sub for Northside. Isaiah Moore comes out, and in comes Rodney Woods. And Northside still in control here by 1, 14-13 Legends, with 1:51 left in this first quarter. Number 4, Churubusco, over to 11. He's going to find some room to drive, and it will bounce, and it won't go. And they're going to call the foul, and the foul will be on Churubusco 23 for lowering the shoulder. And that's his second foul of the night. Churubusco's 4th foul in this first quarter. Bailey. And we are having some technical difficulties with our video feed here. We apologize, but we should have the video feed back in a timely manner. Until then, we will be doing a radio broadcast of the Northside varsity game. Bronte Johnson at the top of the key, looking inside, great pass to Rodney Woods, And it's finished by number 11. Jordan Green up to tip it in. And Churubusco will come back the other direction. And they're going to call a foul on number 4 for Northside. And that's their 6th foul in just the first quarter. And here comes Churubusco, dribbling around midcourt. Pass to 10 and over to 11. Back and forth goes the passing to the left wing, 30. Back over to 10, double teamed. He's got nowhere to go, 30. Back out to 11, he's gonna find room for a 3 and it won't go. The board is grabbed by 11. And it seems as if they will call a foul on number 24 for Churubusco.
I tell you, Jordan Green has really had to be strong in his rebounding today, because you know Churubusco is going to bring it with the physicality. So
absolutely, he has been the Legends' leading big man throughout this season, especially on the offensive side of the board, making 54% of his shots over this season. He's a reliable big man for these Legends as they have the ball top of the key. Rodney Woods out for 3. And the 3 won't go for Daniels. And it'll be out of bounds. And Churubusco will take over. Legends 16, Eagles 13. As we reach nearing the end of the first quarter of play here at Baihei Arena. Churubusco dribbling up court, and they'll call the foul. And it's another one for Northside. And it's the 7th, so Churubusco will go to the line 4-2. And Northside trying to be very physical on defense, make Churubusco uncomfortable, but you really can't make that kind of mistake when you have 6 fouls on the board, because any foul will send them to the line. Number 4 makes his 2nd. And number 4 for Churubusco has been leading the drive. Churubusco stands only down 1. Bronte Johnson to the lane, and he will hit the layup. A great drive from Bronte Johnson. As the clock ticks down as we near the end of the first quarter, Churubusco looking for a last basket. And they're going to call a foul for number 3.
I tell you, that was a questionable call. I mean, after all that physicality, then they call that one.
It seems that they've been kind of letting them play with the physicality so far today, and that seems like a bit of an iffy call to call for that little. So it's back over to Woods. Johnson, they're looking for an open man here from the wing, and it won't go for Daniels.
Well, Northside got the shot they wanted at the end of the quarter.
It just didn't sink for him, unfortunately. And Northside will stay up only by 3 as we enter the second quarter.
All right, let's pay the bills. Jarrell's Barbershop, they sponsor our athletic programming. We cut it, you strut it is their motto, located at 2104 South Clinton Street. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com for more information. They specialize in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. We are also sponsored by by Big Eyed Fish, which has 3 restaurants serving the greater Fort Wayne area. The Original on North Wells Street, the Express on Hilligus Road, and Express North out on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for ordering options and the menu. We are also sponsored by the City of Fort Wayne, who gave us a CFAB grant, which has allowed us to do the live streaming that we've been doing, as well as the Northside High School Alumni Association, who are the original grant guarantors, our original sponsors way back in September. We want to let you guys know we appreciate you. And that brings us back to live action.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. 18-15 is the score here as we enter the second quarter. It was a back and forth, very physical game. Northside getting into foul trouble kind of early, but able to come out in the end with the lead. They're going to look to hopefully continue their string of physical defense in the second quarter, as it seemed to work against Busco. Here comes number 4. He really led this Churubusco team in the first quarter. 11 dribbling at the top of the key, back to 4. Defended at the top by Isaiah Moore. He's going to drive and won't make it. Rebounded by Busco. Back to 4, and he hits the shot from the free throw line. Northside's going to come back with a quick one here. Inside number 11, and he can't hit the dunk, but he will be fouled. So Jordan Green is going to come to the line.
Foul on number 30, his first, team 7.
I like the aggressiveness of Jordan Green going for the punch. You got to send a message, and message he's sending. Hopefully he can eat these free throws.
Northside has played a physical game of basketball, and there's not much that's more physical than getting into a man's face and trying to slam the ball down. Wasn't able to make that one, but he still is going to get 2 free throws out of it. And he banks the second shot. So Churubusco looking to get up court. Northside playing a tight defense. Over to 4. Finds 30 inside, and they're playing a quick game of passing. 11's going to drive, and they make the shot. Churubusco will tie it up at 19. And Northside, number 4 is going to get the ball stripped away from him on the drive. 11 looking on the fast break, and he can't make the contact shot. Bronte Johnson on the other end, and the pass is tipped. A fast-paced game here. And another pass is stolen. And they're going to call it on number 4. Rashawn Bassett will get the foul call. That's going to send Churubusco again to the free throw line. Northside really got into foul trouble early, and now they're paying for it. They've gotten quite a few reaching fouls here early. And now they're not going to be able to play as physical on ball because they'll send them to the line every time. Woods goes out to Johnson. Johnson inside to 11, and he can't make it. But they're continuously trying to put it up. Nothing going for Northside. And finally, number 11, Jordan Green, will make the shot. Oh, and Northside's able to draw the foul. So it'll come back into Northside possession.
I tell you what,
Foul on number 11, his first.
he did do that foul, but Jordan Green, that's a sign of growth for him, that being able to finish among all those trees. He really went up with some aggressiveness and some strength, and that's been a part of his game that everybody was waiting to see come out.
Yeah, Jordan Green averaging 13 points a game on the season, one of the leading scorers. Here. And Rashawn Bassett hitting the tray. And more physical defense is going to lead to another call.
Foul on number 3, his second, team's 9.
And Bronte
Yeah,
Johnson.
I don't like that because that's on Bronte Johnson.
Yeah, he got into the lane really late there. And now that's going to lead him to shooting 2. And those are the kind of things you can't do when you have 9 fouls on the board and you're only up 1 now after the free throw. Northside plays a very physical brand of defense, but they're going to have to be very careful here in deep foul trouble if they want to steepen this game.
You can't foul the coach's son because he's going to make the free throws. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. If you foul the coach's son, he's been working on free throws his whole life. That's how he became the coach's son.
As Rodney Woods drives to the lane and draws the foul. He will go to the line for 2.
Good to see Rodney Woods playing aggressively in this game. He did a lot of little things against Kokomo the other night, but you didn't hear his name called a lot because he really just did the dirty work. But good to see him be playing aggressively and taking it toward the hoop.
And Rodney Woods banks his first. That's just a substitution for Northside. In comes Rashawn Bassett. And Rodney Woods banks both free throws in a quiet Baha'i arena, wanting him to focus. And now you can see Northside still playing physical, trying to be careful here. They don't want to lead into the wall, and they're going to have a bad pass. Woods inside to Bassett, and Bassett's going to hit it off the assist by Woods.
Hey, that's that little stuff I'm talking about with Rodney Woods. He gets that steal, makes the dime across court for the easy layup.
Oh, and number 23 slams it in, and the timeout is called by Churubusco. It'll be their second timeout of the night.
And that's the downside of running a full court press is sometimes you give up something easy like that. And man, that Jordan is athletic. He made that look easy.
Yeah. You know, that's what we've seen quite a bit through Northside's games. We've seen that sometimes they just allow men to get open inside because of their aggressive full court defense, and it doesn't exactly bode well for this team sometimes.
Well, and that's the hard part is when you're running a full court press, you're gambling. You're gambling that the other team's going to make a mistake. And so the question is are they going to make a lot of mistakes? And if they don't, then you're going to be in trouble because you're going to give up layups.
Northside's a great team at playing the passing lanes, so four-court defense has worked great for this team this season. They've been able to rack up quite a few wins. Here's Woods leading the charge down court. Outside 4-3, and it won't go for Isaiah Moore as Churubusco takes it back up the court. Over to number 4, he's going to take the mid-range, won't go, grabbed by 23. And they're going to call travel on Churubusco, and it's Northside's basketball.
Northside dodged a bullet there because Jordan had it on the rebound, point-blank range, and if he'd have controlled his feet, that would have probably been a hammer.
Number 23 has been incredible for Churubusco with the boards tonight. He has been able to grab 4 offensive boards. Northside, number 4 takes the mid-range, won't go, grabbed by 11. He'll put it back up, and it won't go again. And so back comes Churubusco. Number 11 leading the charge. And foul is called. It'll be called on number 0, Isaiah Moore.
I tell you, one of the reasons I don't like that call is because number 11 is clearing space with his off arm. And, you know, I get it. Like, Isaiah Moore reached in, like, before that. But
yeah, it seems that they've kind of tightened up on the allowance of physicality in this second quarter. After the first quarter, they really let them play with physicality. It seems like they're really tightening up on the fouls in the second quarter.
All right, Gary Andrews putting Briante Johnson into the game, hoping he doesn't pick up his third.
And the second free throw is off the mark. So here comes Northside, finding a wide open number 15. Inside to 11, who passes it out. Nobody home on the right wing, so it'll head back to Churubusco.
Good idea, just bad execution.
Bad communication from Northside. And Churubusco will bring it back up, number 4, to lead the charge at the point. Northside playing their tight defense, double teaming, looking for the team to make a mistake. Number 4 is going to slow it down a little bit, take a step back. He wants it one-on-one against 0. He's trying to drive, but it's poked loose by 0. Rashawn Bassett in to Collins, and it's blocked. And it'll be Isaiah Moore with the offensive rebound and the putback for Northside Legends as they lead 30-24 in the second quarter.
And that's why you don't stop, because even though the first shot gets blocked, if you follow it up, the shot blocker is gone 9 times out of 10, so you got an open lane, and Isaiah Moore took advantage of it. The stingy defense leads to the 10-second turnover, and now Northside looks like they're getting some momentum here.
Northside with a 6-point lead. Looking to keep it out to Isaiah Moore for 3 off the mark, and they're going to call a foul on number 11 of Northside. And that's Jordan Green, his second foul of the game. And they'll send Churubusco to the line again. Number 23 banks his first. As Churubusco makes a substitution, and in comes number 11. Looking for the second, and it's off the mark. But the offensive board's grabbed by 11. And it's blocked empathetically.
Man, that was an Isaiah Moore volleyball spike.
Just absolutely spiked it out of the building. And that is the kind of aggressiveness that we have seen from the Legends on defense tonight, with the exclamation point of a block. So Churubusco will keep it after the embarrassment of a block. 11 dribbles at the top of the key, over to 4. Passing it back and forth. Over to the left side, looking for 3, and it's in and out. And they're going to call a foul on number 23 of Churubusco.
Wow, I'll be honest with you. Oh, it was on 24.
24.
I thought they were going to call that on 23. I was like, he didn't do that, but number 24 does a lot of little dirty stuff. That's the kind of stuff I used to do when I was a player. So I can't get mad at 24. All right, Jordan King shooting free throws. He's just a freshman, folks.
6'5", as he banks his first.
Wow, that looked nice.
And in comes and King will not make the second. It's rebounded by 23. 4 leading the charge for Churubusco. Northside 31-25 with just under 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 10 is looking for space. Out to 4. They're playing aggressively here. 4 finds some open space in the middle and drains the mid-range shot. And Northside's not going to waste any time getting it back on the other end. Outside to Collins for 3, and it rims off the front. And a foul will be called on Northside number 15. And that will be Ryan Collins' first foul of the night. And that'll send Churubusco back to the line. A lot of free throws here tonight, as both teams got into foul trouble early trying to play aggressive. And both teams are now going back and forth with shooting free throws at the line for Churubusco number 4 as he banks his first. And a substitution for Northside. Bronte Johnson comes in for Brashawn Bassett. And number 4 can't make his second for Churubusco. And in comes Bronte Johnson right off the bench and right to the drive. And he's going to be fouled by number 30 at Churubusco. And he'll be sent to the line.
You know, watching Churubusco, I can see the coach's son, Paul, number 4, and number 23. really do play elite basketball. And number 11, too, plays strong basketball for them. But some of their other guys do not have a gear. They're not even within 2 gears of the speed that is the athleticism of Briante Johnson.
Or the absolute physicality of Northside's team.
Johnson makes a second.
And Northside will bang both free throws. And Churubusco will have the ball. Leading the charge is number 4. Over to 11, and Rodney Woods plays aggressive. And they're going to call over and back on Churubusco. Northside forcing another turnover. That's the advantage that Northside gets from playing aggressive. They force turnovers. They force teams to make mistakes, and they are able to capitalize on them, and that's why they've had success this year.
High post, opposite. There you go.
He in number 23, King. And he will go up and be fouled. No, they're going to call a foul on...
No, he traveled.
Oh, they're calling traveling on Northside.
Yeah, he shuffled his feet.
And here comes Churubusco. Number 4. Looking to slow down the pace a little bit. He's ISO'd with number 2. Out to 11 for 3, and money from 3-point range.
He'll do that.
Technical foul.
And number 11 will catch a tech for a contact with an official. And the referees right now are going to get a mouthful from head coach Chris Paul.
And meanwhile, Rodney Woods is making... So my question is, like, what did he do? You know?
He made contact with an official.
Woods makes a second.
Is what they called it for. And that's why the referees down there definitely getting a complete mouthful from Churubusco's head coach.
Yeah, I don't think their coach is too mad. I don't know.
Well, he definitely doesn't seem angry, but he didn't seem exactly pleased with the call. Having a long conversation as Northside's number 4, Brashawn Bassett, nails the mid-range.
Look, if Bassett hits that shot against that zone, if Bassett hits that shot against the zone, it's lights out for Churubusco.
Absolutely. Oh, and
the next level with the EDGE program from PSM Performance Training. It's a personalized, high-intensity training program designed around your sports and your schedule. Our expert performance staff will work with you to maximize your athleticism.
All right, back to live action here.
Churubusco's coaching staff doesn't seem very happy with the officiating tonight. We've seen a few of their coaches get into the face of officials. Churubusco down 5, 36-31. 1:14 left in the half.
You know, I hate to say this, but this, at the beginning of the year, this has been Northside getting warned in texts and stuff like that. I mean, and it's a little early in the game. I hope nothing dumb happens, but there it is. You know, this, at the beginning of the year, Northside lost their composure all the time.
As Churubusco missed a 3, it's rebounded by Collins. And over to number 2. Into Rodney Woods, back out to Collins.
So Northside content to sit until they can line one up. And line one up they
do it. Ryan Collins for 3 as Northside takes an 8-point 6-point lead right before half with seconds ticking down. Number 4 looking for his shot. With 13 seconds on the clock, Churubusco. It's down to 5. He's holding it for the last shot. Number 4 for 3. And he drew the call.
You know what? That referee got fooled, and I hope he watches the replay because Paul kicked his leg out on purpose to draw that foul.
That was an absolute flop from him. He
kicked his leg out to get that foul.
Which, I mean, if you can get away with it, it's a strategy. It's not a very noble one, but it's one that will get you free throws and will get you points.
Yeah.
And he gets 3 here because of the three-pointer.
Now, Churubusco subs a bunch of people in because they're not trying to pick up any fouls or anything dumb.
Yes, with
and Northside has got people in to make sure that nothing stupid happens on this rebound or the inbounds.
And so after the 3 free throws, Northside 39, Churubusco 24.
Have a seat. So lots of fouls, like more than 20 fouls total. Everybody's shooting free throws in this. What are your first half takeaways for the game?
Well, Northside played really, really physical in this game, and that's what got them into this foul trouble. Especially with steals, we've seen multiple players get into deep foul trouble with reaching fouls. We've also seen that Churubusco is not afraid to play the waiting game on the outside, wait for people to get open. They're a patient basketball team that can play fast, and that's what's gotten them to this point where they're only down 6 points, or 5 points.
Well, on the other hand, if Northside can establish a high post game against that, it's really a 2-1-2 look of a 2-3 zone. It's going to be a long night for Churubusco. Conversely, though, I mean, I'm very impressed with how physical and how athletic Churubusco plays. This is one of the better Churubusco teams I've seen in a long, long time.
They've been able to keep up with a very physical Northside team. And that's what we've seen, as there are some teams that just can't keep up with the physicality because Northside comes in, they're a very in-your-face basketball team. They'll play physical, they'll play full court, and sometimes they do get into foul trouble, but they will continue to play physical.
Well, let's see what the second half brings. We're now for a message from our Alumni Association. And now a word from the Northside High School Alumni Association.
My name is Mike Morris. I'm the Executive Director of the Northside High School Alumni Association. I took the position after 40 years as a teacher, administrator, and instructional coach at Northside. I am pleased to tell you about this organization because it has done so much for the Northside community. It was established in 1987, and from the beginning, the goal of the association has been to assist all graduates from Northside with reunions and other events, as well as provide grants and scholarships to current Northside students. In recent years, we've also started to acknowledge graduates as distinguished alumni. A wall in the Commons area has a picture of everyone who has been honored. The Alumni Association honors these new distinguished alumni with a breakfast and a ceremony every other year.
My name is Ronald Collins. I am currently an intern in the Northside Alumni Office. I'm a class of 2021. I'm a senior here at Northside, and currently I am helping conduct research for the Hall of Fame for the Alumni Association. 5 years ago, we established the Sports Hall of Fame. On the alternate years of the Distinguished Alumni Breakfast, we have a similar program that honors the athletes and coaches who were the best in the years that they competed for Northside. This is our Sports Hall of Fame. Our office can help with reunions through our database, which we use to help committee members get class lists. Classes also help us by keeping us up to date on addresses, emails, and other information. We also provide printing and bulk mail services through FWCS at a rate much lower than a class can get them anywhere else.
We support yearly events in which all current and former Northsiders can participate. In the summer, we have a golf outing. Teams have had grads from as far back as the 1950s all the way up to current students. In the fall, the Alumni Association is active in homecoming with our new alumni patio. We offer food, door prizes, and spiritware for purchase.
Alumni Night is held in late January to early February. This is much like homecoming, but is in association with a basketball game. We do honor teams from the past at this game.
All of this is possible through our alumni and their membership and donations to the Alumni Association. For more information, you can call our office at 260-471-4499 or through email at nshsaa@gmail.com. You can also find out more information on our webpage, nsalumni.org. All of the forms that you would need to get involved in anything that we do are on that very first page of our webpage.
This was a presentation by the Northside High School Alumni Association in conjunction with the Northside High School Television and Radio Broadcast Program. For more information, visit www.nsalumni.org for more information. We are proudly sponsored by the following organizations: the City of Fort Wayne, Indiana. The City of Fort Wayne has given the Northside Television and Radio Broadcast Program a CFAB grant, and we appreciate that money because we will be able to upgrade our equipment as well as create more community-based content from the Northside community and beyond. We would also like to thank the Northside High School Alumni Association for their contribution to our program. We really appreciate what you do for the graduates in our community and our students here. Thank you to the Northside High School Alumni Association. We'd like to recognize one of our new corporate sponsors in Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in Fort Wayne. And we'd also like to welcome the newest sponsor, Jarrell's Barbershop. If you are interested in sponsoring our programming or athletic events, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. We greatly appreciate these contributions because due to COVID, we are unable to charge people at the gate and have ticket prices and things like that. So any contribution that you can give to our athletic program or to the television radio broadcast program would be greatly appreciated and used to enhance the services that we give to our student athletes and to our students in general. So once again, please reach out to Athletic Director Andrew Klein at 260-467-2794. I would also like to recognize Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish has 3 locations in the greater Fort Wayne area, the original on North Wells Street, as well as Express out on Hillegas Road, and Express North, their newest store on Leo Road. Please check out originalbigeyedfish.com for more information about their menu and ordering options. Our newest sponsor is Jarrell's Barbershop. We cut it, you strut it. They specialize in fades, cuts, razor shaves, and many, many more. So please check out their store at 2104 South Clinton Street in Fort Wayne, or check out Jarrell's Barbershop for more information. We're about to start the second half here in about 30 seconds. Pretty close game, and I'll be honest with you. If Northside had played Churubusco earlier in the season, Churubusco would be hammering us because we didn't have the team we have now. Mentally, we were fragile at the beginning of the year. We had a lot of seniors that, now you don't see hardly any seniors playing other than Isaiah Moore and Ronald Collins.
Yeah. Northside went on that big losing streak mid-season, and then I believe they came out of that losing streak a different team because immediately after that they started racking up more wins, and they've become the basketball team we've seen today where they're able to play physically and just dominate matchups.
Well, let's see if they can get the dub tonight. I think that would be – this is the good kind of game they need to play to get ready for sectional.
Well, 39-34 is the score as we enter the first half, as the first shot of the first half goes out.
There you go, Rodney Woods.
Rodney Woods for three won't go as well, and so Churubusco will take it the other way. Number 4 leading the charge as they work it into 23, the big man inside. And he has been a big player for Churubusco in this game. And here's Rodney Woods. Back over to Bronte Johnson. Johnson drives in outside to Ryan Collins. Collins back to Johnson for 3, and it won't go from the corner. Rebound tossed out to Ryan Collins.
That was a tough rebound by Jordan Green.
Back to Johnson. Johnson with the spin, and it'll be called on north side. And that's...
Man, this referee loves making that call. Because he's done it both ways now, but I didn't like it before, and I don't like it now.
And yeah, in a physical game between two physical teams, a lot of times you'll let the little things slide because there's going to be bigger things to call. He seems to be very inept on calling that. As the alley-oop for Churubusco doesn't go through, and now Northside on the fast break, led by Woods. And Rodney Woods will get the foul called. He'll be fouled for charging. And that's his second, and Legends are already up to 2 team fouls with just a few minutes played in the second half. And here comes Churubusco. Looking at the corner for 10. 10 fakes the drive, and we'll head back out to 4. Running this ball around the court. They find 12 open, and it's in and out. That one had to be painful for Churubusco to see, for a ball to go just in the rim and it's right out. And here's Woods looking to lead the charge for Northside. 11 with the mid-range shot. It won't go, and the rebound is grabbed by the tree. Number 23 for Churubusco. Down to 11, and Churubusco has made this a 1-point game. And the Legends will use their first time out of the half.
We'd like to recognize our corporate sponsors. City of Fort Wayne gave us a CFAB grant. Northside High School Alumni Association was the original grant giver to the television radio broadcast programming. We also have been sponsored by Big Eyed Fish and Gerald's Barbershop. If you are interested in sponsoring our programming or athletic events, give us a call at 467-2794 and talk to Mr. Andrew Klein. He'd be glad to hear from you. And now back to live action.
Northside leading by 1 as they come out of this timeout with possession. And here's Rodney Woods. Woods takes the screen. Worked their way inside. It's number 11. They'll take the shot and won't go. It's Jordan Green. And they'll come down the other way. And that's number 11. And the Eagles, Churubusco, take back the lead for the first time in a while in this game. And number 4 takes the shot. It won't go. Rebound grabbed by Rodney Woods. And the putback won't go. But they're going to call the foul on 4 for Churubusco.
Foul on number 4, his second, team's first.
And so to the line goes Isaiah Moore. And it makes the first.
So unfortunately, Northside settling for a lot of suspect jump shots. They finally get something near the rim and, one time don't finish, but this time, draw a foul. Northside should not settle for jump shots.
Northside going for the putback and won't go. And so the other way comes Churubusco. 4 will stop. Looking to the corner for 3. And it looks like it might have scraped off the side of the backboard. Rodney Woods all the way the other direction.
That was a heck of an outlet pass by Ryan Collins.
And Northside seems to be playing Churubusco's game now, as Churubusco has been doing that to them so far to start the half. And it'll be out of bounds off of Brashawn Bassett, and Churubusco will keep possession. Over to 12 for 3. It won't go. And they're going to call another one.
Well,
This one will be...
And you can feel bad for Rodney Woods because he doesn't see him coming. He's just going for the ball. But it's the way it goes sometimes.
Step back, 3 from 4, and he bangs it. What a beauty. A beautiful shot by number 4. And looking to get a 3 of their own to talk back, but it's not going to go. And the other end, and it's intercepted.
Northside settling for jump shots.
Northside coming in, and it's great layup by Isaiah Moore. And they're going to get it in 11. He's going to take it to the rack, and it won't go. Rebounded by 10, and he'll take it back up. And Churubusco is back up 1. The lead keeps on going back and forth between these two teams. As Rodney Woods takes the 3, and it won't go. And as you've said, Northside seems to be settling for a lot of jump shots here. Seem to almost be forcing up shots instead of playing the inside like they did in the first half. And it's not going well for them so far. Northside on the other end. And it's knocked out of bounds by Churubusco. Northside will retain possession. And the substitution, Rodney Woods, is out, and in comes Bronte Johnson. Northside takes a 3, and finally one lands. That's Brashawn Bassett to tie the game. And it's about time Northside got one of those to drop. Number 4 has Churubusco working on their side of the court. For 3, number 11, and it won't go. Rebound grabbed by 23. In comes 4, heavy contact, but he still makes it.
2 points for the Eagles by number 4, Paul.
And in comes Rashawn Bassett, and that has to be. It looks like they will.
I'm telling you, if I were 6'9", though, I'd go for everything myself, too.
So it's goaltending called on Northside, or called on Churubusco. Northside gets the 2. As we are tied up again at what will be Northside's final home game of the 2021 season. As number 4 is fouled on his way through the lane. That's Isaiah Moore, his 3rd foul of the game, and Northside's 3rd foul of the half. Churubusco gets the inbound. 11 drives, and they're going to call.
He called an offensive foul. He hooked him.
They're going to call.
He hooked him with the left elbow.
So Northside will avoid what might have been a wide open layup, and they're going to get the ball back here in a tie game. Well, it's been back and forth, so many lead changes in the early goings. Northside got off to a cold start, but now seem to be running. And here's Bronte Johnson to lead the charge. Over to Bassett. Bassett takes the mid-range shot, and he hits it.
You know, it's hard because that's not the shot Gary Andrews wanted, but it went in. So it's crazy when you just have these issues. Can't leave him open. Can't leave him open like that.
Number 4, take it. Oh, but they've got to go all the way across the court, and it's stolen by Churubusco. Northside tries to get very aggressive there, and it doesn't work out. 4 will find a shot, won't go, and it's rebounded.
At that athleticism.
It's rebounded and will be taken to the rack by Johnson.
That was clearly a foul.
Air ball, no foul call. Churubusco takes it back. They will miss it, and Northside will slow the pace
Wise move, Jordan Green, on that rebound. Wise move for Jordan Green, man. And that's
over
the
to
shot
Ryan
that's
Collins
open.
for 3 in the corner. Won't go. Rebounded and put back up. Rashawn Bassett.
You know what? It's good to see Bassett getting some buckets the old-fashioned way, just getting dirty on them boards.
That's something that Northside has been kind of outclassed with in this game, is just the offensive boards have not been pulled down for Northside. And they're going to call foul on Northside.
That was a particularly bad call because it should have been a jump ball, and this gesturing stuff. You know, oh, he fouled me. Wah. And the referee goes, oh yes, he did, and he blows the whistle.
Looking outside to 10 as Churubusco looking to get an advantage. 53-51 as seconds tick down in the half. And they'll call contact on Churubusco, and Northside will get the ball back.
I tell you what, one bad call deserves another because that was a flop. Now, I'm not saying
and Ronald Collins takes advantage of the flop, and Northside will get the ball back with 26 seconds on the clock.
Now, I'm not saying he wasn't in position, but he's tougher than that. So
he was in a great position. The referee put the referee at the perfect angle, and the referee really had no choice but to make that call from his angle.
I'm still wondering why they didn't call the block on the layup that Bronte Johnson went on. But yeah, well, the basketball gods will solve themselves.
Outside, Johnson as he takes the layup. And the foul will be called on number 12 of Churubusco.
Man, this game is so. That is Churubusco's 4th foul, and Northside has 5 obviously already. Risky pass on the inbounds.
And Rodney Wood's shot is
If
tipped.
that goes in, I'm going home.
And Northside will miss the final shot. Northside with a 2-point lead, 53-51 over Churubusco.
Man, there's an old saying. This is the 2004 Detroit Pistons used to say, if it ain't rough, it ain't right. And man, this one is rough. A lot of foul calls, a lot of touch fouls called, a lot of offensive fouls called.
Both teams have come in. They've come in to play a physical game, physical, tough, which is why it was kind of surprising when Northside came out in the second half, kind of looking for the jump shot instead of doing their usual work on the inside.
Well, and against that zone, you got to get it. You got to have somebody at the high post that becomes a threat. And if they can establish that in the half court, that'll open up some driving lanes. That'll open up the shots, so nobody's closing in on you.
Unmasked faces, if you could please cover your faces, noses included. Thank you.
All right, we're about to start this fourth quarter with it's a war of attrition today, 53-51, with the Legends holding on to a fingernail of a lead.
And this one will be one for the papers tomorrow morning. This one's going to come down to whichever team can make the breakaway here. Neither team has made much of a break in this game. Both these teams have been even. We've seen so many lead changes, especially in the third quarter, where we saw around 6. Northside holding the lead, but we've seen that leads do not last very long in this game. As Churubusco will start the final 8 minutes of Northside's home game here by Hay Arena. And they go up, and they're going to call the travel on number 23 of Churubusco. So Northside will dribble back the other end of the court. Bronte Johnson leading the charge. Over to Rodney Woods. Inside, what a pass by Rodney Woods, and they'll draw the foul. That's number 11, Jordan Green, that will go to the line for 2.
Foul on number 23. His third, team's 5th.
And so now both teams sitting at 5 fouls apiece. And this could come down to which team gets more foul calls in this fourth quarter, as both teams are nearing the territory of...
All right, first one is good.
And Green makes his second. And so Churubusco comes down, now down by 4. It's a 2-possession game. Dribbling around half court, number 4, looking for a shot. He's gonna drive, and they're gonna call it on Northside.
Hey, that should have been a jump ball.
Number 4, his 4th, team's 6th.
Oh, they called that on. They called it on Brayshawn.
They called it on Brashawn Bassett.
Not sure how. I thought they were going to call it on Isaiah Moore, but Brayshawn Bassett had gotten caught on the screen. But all right. You know what, though? Northside needs to step up.
And Churubusco nails one from close, making it 55-53 as the Legends lead by 2. Still plenty of game left in this fourth quarter, though, as we're only a minute in, and Northside looking to build an offensive here. Outside, Ryan Collins misses from the corner. And here comes Churubusco, looking for 3 for the lead. And Churubusco takes back the lead by 1. Northside looking to make the fast break here, and he'll go up and down. And Bronte Johnson will turn the ball over to Churubusco.
You know, he clearly got fouled. I don't understand why. I don't understand what the other official's looking at. He clearly got fouled.
These refs have really been indecisive on how they want to call this game tonight.
Well,
here's number 4. He's been running this offense for Churubusco all night, dealing with the physicality of the Northside defense. Great pass, and they're going to call a foul on Ryan Collins.
Foul on number 15, his second.
And that's going to send number 11 to the line for Churubusco to shoot 2. An opportunity here for Churubusco to increase their lead. And he'll make the first.
Fleur makes a shot.
Number 11 looking to make his second free throw. It'll go up and it'll be off the rim. And the foul is called on Churubusco. So Northside will get the ball down 2 with 6:30 left in the game.
All right, and on that was the 7th foul on Churubusco. So Rodney Woods will be shooting 1-1. Both teams are going to be shooting 1-1 until they get to the 10 count. So you know what? This is the type of game that never mind, error in the scoreboard. So on the next foul by Churubusco, they'll be shooting 1-1. Northside will be shooting 1-1.
So here comes Northside. They're down by 2. Johnson over to Bassett, back to Johnson. Looking for a driving lane. He finds one, pulls up mid-range, and off the mark for Northside.
Another jump shot and one and done possession for Northside.
Here's Churubusco looking for a retort. And he's going to throw a wild pass, and it'll be out of bounds, and Northside will get possession back. Northside's got to make something happen soon. They got to shift momentum back in their favor. Looking to do that here. Here's Woods into Bassett. Bassett's going to pull up, and Bassett's going to drain with 3 with a man in his face to make it 58-57 Legends. Here's Fort.
That's his 5th.
And they're going to call a foul on number 4. His 5th foul of the night. They're going to call him.
Or let's see.
4.
That shot won't count.
As Churubusco. 1 free throw, they'll tie the game, I think.
Well, and this is the problem, is that Bassett has been the only one really hitting shots in the second half.
Yeah, now Bassett has to sit for possibility of facing.
Oh, is that only his 3rd?
Ejection. So Churubusco takes the lead.
Yeah.
Northside. I've got to look for some offensive spark. They might find it on the inside. It won't go. And they won't get the offensive board. Churubusco looking to go the other direction. They've been killed on that rebound game tonight. They haven't been going on the inside a lot, maybe because of it. Churubusco looking inside. 4 is going to make it. And Churubusco is going to make this a 3-point ball game. Just under 5 minutes left to play in Northside's final home game of the 2021 season, as number 11, Jordan Green, misses again from inside. They haven't been able to buy a shot in a while, Northside hasn't. Churubusco drives inside, step back, and he'll get the foul call. It's going to be called on number 0, Isaiah Moore.
Hey, he kicked his leg again. He kicked his leg at the defender.
That's Churubusco will shoot 2.
That makes 3.
and this is the second time he's been to the line. He's been able to kick his foot up and get to the line consistently. And the referees are down there getting a handful of words from Gary Andrews on the foul call.
All right, now Northside can't just be a bunch of shooting sissies. They need to do something with this. Settling for threes and jump shots isn't going to get it done.
Here's Johnson with the floater from mid-range.
And right on cue, Briante Johnson takes it at the basket.
And so Legends now down 3 with 4 minutes left to play in the game. Churubusco looking to hold on to the lead. Over to 30 for 3, and he banks it. And the timeout will be called by Northside.
That's a good timeout. All right, we are sponsored by the City of Fort Wayne and the Northside High School Alumni Association, Big Eyed Fish, and Jarrell's Barbershop. If you are interested in sponsoring our athletic events, give Andrew Klein a call, 467-2794, although this is pretty much the last one. It's going to be hard for us to cover baseball games and track meets, so guess it's a little bit late, isn't it? Oh, well. That said, Original Big Eyed Fish is one of our sponsors, the Original on North Wells Street, Express out west on Hillgillis Road, and Express north on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for more information. Jarrell's Barbershop, their slogan is "We cut it, you strut it," specializing in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves. Check out jarrellsbarbershop.com, located at 2104 South Clinton Street. And now we're back to live action, where Northside finds itself down by 6 after some costly missed shots and just not being able to finish near the basket. And that, you know, a lot of that has to do with the height and the athleticism of number 23 Jordan for Churubusco.
That really has been the story of this quarter for Northside. Just not able to make shots fall. They've had to settle for a lot of shots. They've had to come out of their comfort zone in a way on offense, and they've really not shined here. Churubusco keeping them with them. Northside looking for a way to come away with the win, down 6. Johnson drives, and he can't make the shot, and it'll stay with Northside off of the deflection by 23.
Gary Andrews is livid that they did not call the foul on that.
And it goes right outside to Bassett for 3, and it won't go. And a vicious physicality from Churubusco as Rodney Woods comes up holding his arm. He went hard into those bleachers. And there's no call, and the fans here are not happy about it.
Well, they called the jump ball, which is the correct call because nobody was sure who landed.
And they're going to go all the way back to Brashawn
Hey, you got to
Bassett.
follow that.
And Bronte Johnson for 3, and he banks it. Northside down 3, looking to come back here. What Northside can't do is Northside cannot foul in this situation.
Oh, he traveled.
And Churubusco travels. And
he traveled on his previous shot too, but they didn't call that.
This could be a costly situation for Churubusco. Northside down 3 with just over 3 minutes to play left in the game. Bronte Johnson at the top of the key.
It's like, get out of the man's way.
He wants ISO. He wants this man one-on-one. Dribbles inside. He's going to find outside. Rodney Woods has some space. Won't go. As Northside tries to go aggressive and tie the game there. And now Churubusco with the ball. Number 4. He's going to hold the ball for a moment. Churubusco is going to slow down this game. Going to take time off that clock. Force Northside to come to them and try and draw fouls. Here comes 4, driving. He's going to come back up, out back to midcourt, number 11. Defended by Johnson. And they're going to make the call on number 3. And so that's Legends' 10th. And this could prove costly for Northside.
Makes the shot.
So he makes his first. Northside down 67-63.
Oh, man.
It's a 4-point deficit as Northside grabs the missed free throw. They need something here. Looking to Bassett. Bassett passes out to Johnson. Johnson's looking for a drive. He's going to take the contact, and he will shoot 2. Foul on number 23. And that's his 4th, and Churubusco's 7th. So this is an opportunity here for Northside to get points on this board. 67-63, 4-point deficit. They can make it within 2. Bronte Johnson makes his first. Johnson at the line. Some important free throws here. And the second one's off of the rim. He's going to grab his own board, go up, and an and one. He grabs his own board off of the free throws, pulls it up, and he puts down an and one. And he's going to look to make this a 3-point play and tie up the ball game.
Hey, and that was his 5th foul. So now, you think Northside's going to hesitate when they take shots near the rim now? No. They are going to go hard at the rim, and they're going to be able to drive and get to the basket in ways they haven't been able to.
The physicality of Churubusco is going to be heavily diminished. Now they don't want him to foul out as Legends tie the game up here with 2 minutes left. Here comes Churubusco. Over to number 4. Finding some room. He's going to take the mid-range and drain it. And Churubusco takes the timeout after making the 2.
Man, that was a tough shot. That was a big-time move.
That was a clutch shot from Churubusco.
Well, here we are with 1:50 in the game. Northside down 2 against a very good Churubusco team. Northside has possession. That was just a tough move by number 4, Paul, for Churubusco. You know, the question is how is Northside going to respond to this emotionally draining game? 1:50 left. Half the team for Northside has 3 or 4 fouls or more. So it's been a back and forth game, and
it's been a taxing one for both teams and their fans. This game has been back and forth all day. Just when one team thinks that they have a lead, Northside led by 6 at one point. Eagles came back and made it a game. And then at this point, Churubusco is led by upwards of 6. And Northside's come back and once again made it a game.
And here's the thing with Jordan fouling out of the game for Churubusco. How's that going to affect the aggressiveness with which Northside approaches? So we are going to go back to live action here.
And here's Johnson. Looking for something. He's going to drive to the lane.
And that was a great call. That was a great call because he was anywhere near position.
That's foul on 24. That's 24's 4th foul. And Northside will shoot 1 and 1.
And that's number 24's 5th foul of the game, so he's out. So now Bronte Johnson is shooting a 1 and 1.
And these are important free throws.
And that's good.
It will go. So here it goes. This one to tie the game.
And
We
man,
have a tie game here at By-Hay Arena.
he sure doesn't play like a freshman.
Oh, he does not. He has led this team all season.
And you know what? Gary Andrews is gone with a straight-up man-to-man defense. And I like this because it's time to just man up.
Ford goes up with a high contact shot and drains it. So here comes Northside. They've got to respond. And the shot is taken, and they're going to call a foul on number 11 for lowering the shoulder. And that is costly for Northside.
Foul on number 11, his third.
That's foul on Jordan Green, his third. 1:12 left in the game here at By-Hay Arena. Northside needs points. They're down 2. Heavy contact. And they're going to call a foul on Northside.
Hey, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
Number 4
That
did.
was absolutely terrible.
Number 4 did what he's done all game. He lowered the shoulder into the player and then went out of bounds. He has flopped all game, and this is his 4th foul that he's caused from his flopping.
Man, you see that official at half court? That was terrible. That official did a terrible, terrible call.
Paul makes the shot.
So now Northside down 3. And this one is going to come down to the wire. You could tell that from halftime.
Lots of time left, and let the basketball gods let the ball fall where it may, right? It's only...
And he sinks both.
Paul makes second.
So it's a 2-possession game. Northside need to find something here. They can't be Richard.
And they do.
And they did. Brashawn Bassett with a beautiful 3-pointer that goes right in. And the Legends call a timeout. They're down 1 here with just under a minute left to play in this game. This game is really going to come down to the wire, and it's going to be a heartbreaker for whichever team walks away with the loss here.
All right, got to pay the bills. All right, our corporate sponsors are the City of Fort Wayne, Northside High School Alumni Association, Big Eye Fish and Drill's Barbershop. All right, that was a 30-second timeout, so we are back to live action.
Northside needing a big play in a big way here.
Hey, if they can defend without fouling and get a stop, we got no issues.
Northside playing aggressive on defense. Almost gets the steal.
Almost picked off.
This could cost. Number 4 at the top. He's double teamed. He's going to drive. He's going to come back to the outside. And he's just holding on to the ball here. He's scrambling. They're going to
Foul on number 15, his third.
They're going to call a foul on number 15. That's going to send number 4 back to the line.
And the coach's son doesn't miss free throws.
He's been great.
Doesn't
from the
matter
line.
what team I'm talking about. The coach's son never misses free throws.
You got to wonder, the game on the line, is it getting to the head of number 4? He's been impeccable from the free throw line, and that's only his 2nd miss of the game.
I might have had ulterior motives for saying that. The coach's son never misses free throws.
We are the biased Northside broadcast team, hoping that number 4 misses his free
And that
throw.
was short,
and he
too.
does. Northside only down 1. Seconds left. They need a shot. Brashad
No,
Bassett
that's
for
not
three.
what we wanted.
That's not the shot he wants, and it'll stay with Northside.
That's not the shot Northside wanted. You got 35 seconds. You do not have to hurry. You're only down one.
It's baffling that he would rush. He would rush
And
a heavily
wisely.
defended shot.
Wisely, Gary Andrews calls timeout. All right. Believe it or not, we have corporate sponsors. They are the City of Fort Wayne, the Northside High School Alumni Association, Big Eyed Fish, and Jarrell's Barbershop. If you'd like to sponsor our content, unfortunately, this is like the last live stream we're going to be doing, except for the Jazz Festival on Saturday, and that'll even be a private link, so I guess not. So here we go. Jarrell's Barbershop is one of our sponsors. We appreciate that they sponsored us this year. We cut it, you strut it, specializing in cuts and fades and razor blade shaves, located at 2104 South Clinton Street, and Jarrell'sBarbershop.com for more information. Big Eyed Fish. One of the last times I have to repeat this over and over again, but I like their food. Original on North Wells Street, Express out west on Hillegas Road, and Express North on Leo Road. Check out originalbigeyedfish.com for menu and ordering options. And here we go. With 35.4 seconds left, Northside down one to the Eagles of Churubusco.
This one's a nail biter here. Northside looking to win their final home game of the season. 35 seconds down one. They need the inbounds. Looking inside, they've got a beautiful one, and they take the lead. Jordan Green as they take a 1-point lead, and now seconds tick off the clock for Churubusco. Churubusco is now in the driver's seat. Number 4 won't make it. Northside grabs the board, and they turn it over. 11 driving, and he'll miss. Northside grabs the rebound. But they're going to call the foul.
And it clearly was a foul on the rebound against Churubusco.
And so now, number 4, Brashad Bassett, has an opportunity to put this game.
Well, he can turn it into a 3-point
Turn it into
lead.
a 3-point affair.
He gets 2 free throws.
And Bassett makes the first. 75-73, 14 seconds on the clock. Bassett's got one more.
I anticipate Churubusco will call timeout.
And there it is.
No, they
Churubusco
don't.
decides to keep the ball running. They've got 10 seconds now. Number 4's got to find a shot. They need a 3 to tie. 11, looking to the corner, 30 for 3. It won't go. It won't go.
No, there's time still left on the clock.
There's going to be time
There's
still on
time
the
still
clock.
left on the clock. But it's Northside ball.
I believe they gave ball to Churubusco.
I wish I had a replay option on this, because I'd like to see it.
We should definitely do that.
But even then, it was like under a second. It was like I saw zeros and a single digit at the end of that.
Churubusco won't have time to really shoot. They're gonna need a finger tap at this point.
Well,
from
and that's the
three-point
thing.
range.
So they're calling .4 is what the referees are saying is .4 on the clock, and you know that you're gonna be hard pressed to have an open 3 to tie this game.
Oh yeah.
With .4.
Not only that, but you're gonna need to be able to shoot it in .4 seconds.
Well, and the other part is you don't have to defend anybody who's not shooting a 3.
Absolutely.
You let them drive.
Churubusco's back is against the wall completely here. Northside, all they need is to defend one 3-pointer, and they've won this game.
So if I'm Northside, I don't. You know, a wise timeout by Gary Andrews.
And now it's a timeout.
Wise timeout by Gary Andrews, because you don't need to defend anybody who's not shooting a three.
No, absolutely. It take a miracle for Churubusco to make three. Northside will swamp them, and Northside's a physical team. At this point, Northside could afford to send them to the line.
Yeah, I mean,
You, and at that point, what are you're gonna hope for a steal and then enough time to
well, and that's the thing though, is if you're Northside, you let them inbound and immediately foul, because there's nothing that can happen if they catch the pass and you foul and let them shoot a 1-on-1, because time's gonna go. As soon as somebody possesses it, foul, and you can even foul away from the ball. But we'll see what happens here.
Coach Gary Andrews is drawn up for this Churubusco inbound.
This is freaking crazy.
This has been a game to watch. Churubusco looking for something. Number 4 on the inbound, and it's sent back. Isaiah Moore with the send back to end the game, and Churubusco is going to fall 76-73 to the Northside Legends.
Man, that was a heck of a game to end the regular season for us.
Absolutely. This is the kind of game that you want to end your house in. This is the kind of game that they're going to be able to hopefully take on this momentum and this excitement and carry it on into the
well, and
rest of the season.
There's two big takeaways, I feel like, for Northside and Churubusco respectively. This is the type of game that's going to really harden and toughen up Churubusco as they go into their sectional, because they don't have to play teams like the ones we have here, with the exception of maybe running into Black Hawk Christian later on. Northside, going into their sectional, absolutely needed to be able to play a team this tightly and to be able to get a win.
Absolutely. They're going to come. Both teams are going to come out of this game better teams, because you don't get worse from playing a better team, and they were able to keep in there. So there's definitely going to be some of that confidence. It's going to be a put down, but hopefully Churubusco can come back and definitely turn this into something positive. They were able to hold on with a very, very good Northside team.
And the last final note, long before these defensive stops and tips and everything took place, I'm really proud of Jordan Green for hitting what was the winning basket on the inbounds play, because he had kind of struggled for a minute, and he never gave up and was able to, Gary went with him, and that tells you the kind of confidence that Coach Andrews has with him. Well, this is Tom Bailey signing off.
This is Thomas Heaston signing off.
All right. Cool game. Congratulations to both teams. It was a blast. Thank you for tuning in tonight.